Welcome back into WKYT. He spends a lot of his life on the road making people laugh.
That's right, and today we welcome back James Gregory, always a favorite at Comedy Off-Broadway. Glad to have you in here.
Good to see you all.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's interesting. You always choose to come during the Derby and
You know
do
what?
comedy.
15 years in a row, I have been to, Lexington here, Derby weekend.
Right.
You know.
And you'd rather be in the comedy club than be over there watching.
Well, I guess they knew for sure that I wouldn't show up in Louisville.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
book James
that is
Gregory,
important.
he won't be working in Louisville, you know.
That's important.
That's
You
what
need
the
to
race
be here.
is, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we've heard
right.
that one. Yeah.
But it's a 3-minute race.
You've always had the theory that it's...
A 3-minute race?
Yeah, I don't understand it. It's a 3-minute race. What's the big deal? See, I love pro wrestling.
Right.
But if it's a 3-minute match, I wouldn't go there either. But everybody's got different things.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, you've been busy here lately.
Last week, let me tell you what, I failed last week.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
A
What
major
happened?
fall was in Harrison. I fell in the lobby of Golden Corral. And this is a true story. Stephen Gold, the other comedian, we were traveling together, so we stopped in the middle of the day to eat. Golden Corral eggs. I love Golden Corral because it's a buffet.
Yeah.
As we drove up at the front door, a church bus drove up. A whole bus load of fat people. I tell you, they really was. I'm just telling you the truth, you know. And I told Steve, I said, we better hurry and get to that line before they do.
You were trying
it's gonna
to
be a long
beat 'em.
line. You know what I'm talking about? So this is true. So I was rushing and fell right in the lobby. So I figured that God just punished me for making a joke about the
Yeah, and then they stepped over you and got in line.
I shouldn't have said anything, you know.
Going to be talking about a lot of things this weekend, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good 2 weekends. 2 shows tonight, 2 tomorrow. I'm funnier than ever. Funnier than ever.
Well, come on out. That's a great thing.
What comes with experience?
Thank you very much.
Well, thanks. Good seeing you all.
Good
Hope
seeing you.
everybody comes out to Comedy
you.
Off-Broadway.
James Gregory, everybody.